Misnomagy, misogynomy, misogynomy, misogynomy. Got it. Hello, and welcome to the 12th and final episode of the Tell Us Something Good pod.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm gonna be real with you here. Tiffany and I, we've had some differences, and we think it's just time that we just came to the conclusion that maybe a podcast just isn't for us, and maybe we just need to take a step back and reevaluate our values and our morals and just different creative outlets. We're just going different directions.
Yeah, Perp and I, we can't seem to agree on anything like creativity wow for the pod. We really appreciate that everybody who came in and listened to us and supported the pod and sent in their glimmers. But this will be the last episode, so I really hope you guys enjoy it. And we really are so grateful for this journey that we all took together.
April
April
Fools!
Fools! Got you, bitches. Did we trick you?
I think we caused people to
Um,
cry a little bit. I
oh,
think that made
maybe.
someone
Did you?
tear
If
up.
you cried, you have to rate us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Music.
I purposely couldn't look at you when I did it. I was like, I can't look at her. I'm just gonna just talk and be like, okay, I have to act like I have some sad emotion going on right now.
Oh, that is so funny. Hello. If this is your first time listening to the pod, I'm sorry to scare you. My name is Tiffany She Her, your least favorite Twitch streamer and general do-gooder.
And I'm Purple, she, her, snack lover extraordinaire. Also sorry to scare you in, your possibly first and maybe last episode. I don't know. Please come back.
Come back. Baby, come back. On this pod, we hang out for a couple hours, we yap a little bit, we talk about what went well in our lives this week, and we tell you a positive news story to try and drown out the terrible, awful world that we currently are all suffering through together. That's what we do.
It is what we do, and we're happy to do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, Purple, how are you feeling today? What are you drinking? What are you reading? What are you watching and what are you playing?
All right. I don't know why. This is kind of funny. I have to write this all down. Like,
Oh,
so
is it too many things?
no, it's
What media are you enjoying, I guess?
no, no, no. I don't mind. I guess I don't really think about it. Like some things you just like. It's like I don't know if you remember those Verb commercials. Verb. It's what you do. That's just kind of where that's like my. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, no, I do remember that. That
Okay.
listen, we are blasting from our pasting every episode. Started with Kid Print, now we're on the Verb commercials.
I, I thought you were gonna say we're blessed, and I was like, we're blessed from Verb. Verb. We're blessed with what you do. I don't
I
know.
think we're
I don't know.
blessed with each other's presence in our lives. So,
I agree.
yeah, I do
I
think we're
agree.
blessed.
This is a random little side story I have. It's not a story, it's a fact. But there was a one day when Verb was like in control of Nickelodeon, and so they didn't play any TV shows.
I
And so
know
they were
exactly what
like,
you're doing. They're like, go outside and play.
you know what I did? I was like, Cartoon Network. I was like, don't tell me what to do or how to live my life. I'm
You know
gonna go
what?
to a different channel.
I think I played N64 all day instead.
Yeah. I was like, I see what they're trying to do, but I'm like, well, that just means I won't watch you today. I'll
Yeah,
just watch something else.
cool, I guess.
But thank you, Verb. Don't tell me what to do, okay? Okay?
Okay.
But I will answer your questions.
Yeah,
Um
tell me.
I will tell you. So I'm drinking actually. So funny, I usually have coffee before we do the pod, but I'm having it during because I laid in bed for like I don't know, maybe a half hour to 45 minutes.
Hell yeah, as you
Because
should.
I was in, and as my nephew would say, I was being a fuzzy potato. I was being all
How cute is
cozy.
that?
That's like his word right now. I don't know what it is. He says
A
it when he has a
fuzzy
blanket around
potato.
him. He's like, I'm a fuzzy potato. And I'm like, I'm going to be a fuzzy freaking potato.
Oh, I love
That's what I
that.
did. I didn't
I'm really
move. I
proud
was
of
like,
you for being a fuzzy potato.
thank you. I'm going to say I endure it, but I think I should say, I don't remember. There's a word I'm trying to say, and it's not coming out.
You enjoy
Um,
it?
I encourage it. I don't know. It's like
Okay.
it's there. It's not encourage. It's like I'm owning it, but I'm not owning it. You know? I don't know. Whatever.
You're leaning into the fuzzy potato of it all.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like to be. Is it good to be a fuzzy? Are potatoes fuzzy?
No.
I didn't think so.
When they start growing stuff, you really should just throw them out.
Yeah, when they have like the little root thing,
Yeah,
right?
you need to throw those out.
I should call them a root. They actually remind me a lot of The Last of Us, like
I
those
was
like
just gonna say like a cordyceps. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
my potatoes they have cordyceps. Gotta toss
Yep.
them.
Gotta get rid of them before they get in my brain and cause me to become a mushroom monster.
Yeah, that's just what I think of. I'm like, oh, or the flood. The flood from Halo is also it's similar. It's similar.
Sure, yeah, I never played that, but please
I
tell
I
me.
I know you didn't. That's why I thought I would clarify. So I'm drinking coffee. I have my coffee with today is with hazelnut creamer.
Sick.
Um, and then it's also like this cold foam stuff. It's like in like a little
Oh.
Cool Whip can. I think I mentioned to you before because you can have it. And it's like a brown butter chocolate chip or brown butter cookie. Yeah, not chocolate chip. There's no chocolate chip in it. Just brown
That's
butter
insane.
cookie. It's quite amazing. Just adds a little something that you're probably supposed to use it instead of creamer, but I live my life. Um, and then I'm just kind of going in the order I wrote this stuff. I don't even know what accurate order I'm in, but
Hey,
I'm
guess what?
listening
You know
to
what? You want to know what the
what
accurate order is?
my own.
Whatever order you say it in. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Snaps.
Yeah. So I'm listening to a few things right now because a couple albums dropped on Friday, so I want to listen to them. So I listened to definitely after you streamed last night, you played a song by Mother Mother, and I was like, I want to listen to Mother Mother. So I was listening to that last night while playing my little game, which I'll mention in a minute. And then A Day to Remember came out with an album. I'm a little iffy on it, but it's not
Really?
bad.
A
Yeah,
Day
they
to
came out with an
Remember
album.
came out with an album?
Yeah, you want to know what it's called?
Yes.
Big ol' album.
Perfect. I think they're gonna be at Warp Tour.
Probably. I like
I
their
think they're at
stuff.
my Warp Tour location that I'm going to.
Oh,
I've
there
never
you
seen them
go.
live, so I'm really excited. Is that Until the Day I Die? Is that them? I get them confused with
I don't
oh,
think
maybe I'm
so.
thinking of Story of the Year. I think I always get them confused with Story of the Year.
No, I know Story of the Year. I think you're right though. I think that's not them. Um, but a lot of their older stuff is really good. It's a lot heavier. This one's like I'm not done yet. I'm still listening to the album, but I'm like, okay, that's good. The other one, I'm like, I just don't like it when songs repeat, when they're really repetitive and they have the same
Sure.
chorus over and over again, and I'm like, okay, I get it. And then there's also this band called Bloodywood, and their album's called like New Delhi, so it's Indian metal.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, yeah. So
I've
we
been
found out what?
sorry, no, go ahead.
No. Oh,
No, I'll
I
put a pin in it and I'll
okay.
come back to it.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say like we heard about them. You're probably like, how does she know what Indian metal is? And I'm like, well, we watched this movie called Monkey Man, which is really good by the
It
way, but
looks
very
really good. I
violent.
want to see it. Yeah.
It's really good, and that's where we heard it. And it's a part. It's like this really good fight scene, and then we were like, "This is really good music." And then we found out it's called Bloodywood, and we're like, "Yeah!" So that's what I did. Um, that's it. What were we gonna say?
Those were all of your media that you're enjoying right now?
Oh no, sorry. Now I'm. There was more.
Yeah, I want the rest. Give me the rest.
Okay.
I'll talk about
Okay.
it on mine. I'll talk about it on mine.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, so let's see. I've been playing Deep Rock Galactic, which I don't know if I've mentioned before, but basically you're like this dwarven. You can be like one of four dwarven men. There's no women in the game. There's just not.
Wow,
There should be.
sexist.
I know, right? I don't know. And
Miss Nomagy, misogyny. I'll workshop it.
okay.
Miss Nomagy, misogynomy, misogynomy, misogynomy. Got it. Misogynomy, like massage. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, continue.
You're good. You're good. But I think dwarven women also have beards.
They do.
So, if they just change the voice pitch and I
Put some
think it
titties
would
on
just
it.
be, yeah, that's all you got. Well, you can't even tell. You can't see anything. They're covered in armor. But,
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Well, you could put the
but
titty armor on, like they have the armor that like has room for the titties in it.
that's true. That's true. You got that. But yeah, we're I've just been playing Deep Rock Galactic just because I think it's you just fight aliens and mine stuff, and it's a really good time, and you can spend so long in that game, and you can play it by yourself. You have a little robot guy when you're playing by yourself named Bosco, and he like helps you mine things.
Bosco.
He fights things. Yeah, mine's like red and black because he's like kind of Halloween themed for me. So he's like a
Cute.
little pumpkin. He's so cute.
Punky.
Um, yeah. And then watching, um, let's see, what are we watching? What are we watching? What are we watching? We are working on, I haven't mentioned it, but we are watching an anime called Sakamoto Days, which I don't think I've mentioned yet before on the pod.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Netflix. I believe it's also on Crunchyroll, but definitely Netflix is where we're watching it. And there's basically this guy named Sakamoto who used to be like this big, tough, it's all about assassins. He used to be like this big, like just buff assassin dude, and now he like works at a convenience store with his wife and kiddo, and he's a little pudgy, and everyone, because of his body type, they all think like, oh, he's lost it, he doesn't like, he's lost all his skills. No, he's
Sure.
very good. He's very good, but he always wears a green apron. He has this yellow shirt. He always wears I don't know if he's wearing socks with sandals or if he's barefoot with sandals. I don't know. He has sandals on.
In the
But
kitchen?
no, they don't have a kitchen.
Oh, sorry.
Well, and it's okay. You're fine. What?
What is he? I missed. For some reason, I thought he was a chef. What did I miss? Where did my, what
Um,
happened to my brain?
I don't know. I said assassin, but I guess
Oh,
he could be an
okay.
assassin in the
Maybe I
kitchen.
heard a snacks and I don't know.
Snacks, and he's an assassin with the snacks. But yeah, people just like
So he's
put
a
him
chubby
down.
assassin.
He is a chubby assassin, but he's like, it's like cute because he's just, and like he has one rule, or no, his wife has a rule, or she'll leave him, which is he can't kill anybody. So he always
So
just
he's
does
not
like,
an assassin?
not anymore. Like he's kind of supposed to leave that life behind him, but then someone put a hit out on him, so now everyone's trying to kill him, and he goes, okay, well I can't kill you. So two assassins that have tried to get him, or yeah, two assassins that have tried to kill him actually now work for him at the convenience store because now he's like recruited them as friends.
This is cute. Yeah,
It
I
is
can see how it's
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
It's giving. Do you remember Bob from Street Fighter?
No, I don't.
Oh, he's like the really like fat guy, but he's really like he's just a big fat guy, but he's good at fighting.
Okay, so it's like yeah. It's that guy. It's yeah. Oh, he kind of looks like he's trying to be Mario. Like, you know what I
Wow.
mean? Do you see it?
Yeah, I couldn't imagine anyone trying to look like Mario.
But like with Owen Wilson hair.
All right, all right, all
He's
right.
Mario with he's Mario. He's Owen Wilson Mario. That's what I say. Anyway, that's it. It's a good
Cool.
anime. I recommend it to anybody. It's not
What's the
like
name of it
it's
again?
Sakamoto Days. So
Sakamoto
Sakamoto
Days.
Days.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. It's real cute. It's just a simple watch. I think like the episode's like 30 minutes, but they come out with new episodes like every Saturday. So that's just what we do. Yeah.
I think I don't watch a lot of anime, but I'm really interested in sitting down and watching Delicious Dungeon.
Oh, Delicious in Dungeon? Yeah, we really
Yeah.
like that one too. We got Big Snacks got the manga, and he read that first, and then we found out there was a show coming out, and so it's really good. He actually literally just said yesterday that he really loves the show.
Oh, yeah, I found a couple copies that I like downloaded or whatever, but like one, the subtitles just didn't exist, and in the
Yeah.
second one I found, the subtitles were also in Japanese. So I was like,
Oh.
I'm not there yet.
It's okay. It's really good though. Well, it's on. I don't know. It's on Netflix too. I think actually. So you
I don't
just.
pay for streaming
I'm just. I'm
services,
just saying.
but
I'm
that's
just
nice
letting
of
you
you to
know.
say. Thank you. It should be easy to find then, though. We'll go back
Yeah.
to the drawing board.
Okay, but it is really good. So I hope you enjoy it whenever you find a way to watch it.
Thank you. Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome. I don't blame you for not paying for streaming services. I'm kind of annoyed by the whole thing. I kind of just want to just. But that was all of my things for the week of all my media and consumption of goods.
Cool.
What do you? Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, Tiff. What are you drinking, reading slash listening, or playing or watching?
Oh my God, thank you so much for asking.
You're welcome.
I'm drinking coffee as well. It's Cafe Bustelo, with a little bit of a non-dairy brown shaken, like shaken espresso brown sugar, whatever that fucking
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fad drink was like last year. But they have a creamer for it. It's really good. It's fine. I only use like a little boop, little drop of creamer. I don't like a lot of like sweetness or anything in my coffee. Usually, I drink my coffee black, just so you know. Right now I'm still playing Dead Space. Just beat chapter 4 on stream yesterday. Got back
Woo!
into Dead by Daylight thanks to Pert, so I'm really excited to
Yo.
get through that. And I'm going to start Cult of the Lamb today, like restart Cult of the Lamb, and I got the DLC
Excited.
for that. So I'm really excited for that. That'll be, Sundays. If you ever want to be in my cult, you can come through to my stream on Sundays and be in my cult.
I want to be in a cult.
Um, Reading right now, I was reading this book called Horror Movie, and it's still good. I kind of put it down for a little bit because at night I've honestly just been like exhausted and just going to sleep instead of needing to read to fall asleep. So I think I'm gonna not be able to finish that book by the time the library like takes its loan back. And I'm currently second in line on the waiting list because Mark Hoppus just dropped his autobiography. So Mark Hoppus from Blink-182 has an autobiography coming out, so that's the next thing I'm going to read. But right now, I have a book by my friend Dominique Jackson that I bought at the con I went to yesterday called Power Up. And it's the intersection between nerd culture, mental health from video games, anime, conventions, D&D, and cosplay. So she's
I
got this
want
book that
one.
she wrote. Yeah, it's really good. I'm digging into it. I've got my little pen. I've been marking it up. I'm reading it. I think everybody should go buy this book. It's really cool. It's a short read. It's easy to read, but it's really, really good and fun information. I really think that video games and the community that you can get in nerd culture is really good for your brain. So I'm reading Power Up by Dominique Jackson, which is so crazy to say because, like, girl, that's my friend. She put a book
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, yeah.
Um, Reading, watching, playing. Oh, I finished Severance. I finished
Mm-hmm.
season 2 Severance. Don't want to say anything because I want you to watch it. Um,
Okay.
and I don't know who's seen the whole thing. I don't want to spoil anything. I was left a little dissatisfied with the ending, but that's fine. I'm sure season 3 will come out and explain everything, and that's kind of the way Severance watchers function. I'll just wait till it's explained later. Um, and I just watched Popeye the Slayer Man last night.
When you said that, I was like, is she for real? So I
This
looked it up.
is
I'm like, oh
not
my god.
This is not an April Fool's joke. There's a movie out there called Popeye the Slayer Man, and it's about the ghost of a sailor man that haunts this canning, like old canning warehouse. Yeah,
Oh my
where guess what they can there? Guess what? Yeah, it's spinach. You guessed it. Good, correct. Correct. And then the kills are so good. First of all, if you're a fan of like campy horror with um like real practical effects, you're gonna love this movie. Like it's a really fun watch. Like get your buddies, make a drinking game out of it, and just watch Popeye the Slayer Man. It's a fun watch. It's gory. It's not good. The acting is not good. The storyline doesn't make sense. It's a very much a why are you going in there? Like it's it's very much like everybody's an idiot type of. Um, there are some like trigger warnings for like domestic abuse and like implied assault. Nothing actually happens, but it's like threatened.
Yeah.
So for anyone that's not, can't watch stuff like that, it is a little silly, but like the domestic abuse parts were a little intense.
Oh.
So it's just I don't know. It scared me a little bit. I was more scared of that than the Sailor Man.
Oh.
Um,
Oh my.
but it makes the deaths all that more like what's that word? Gratifying. Makes the
Gratifying.
deaths all that more gratifying. So yeah, watch Popeye the Slayer Man, watch Severance, and I don't really have anything else. What am I excited for? I'm kind of excited for Opus, which is a new A24 film coming out, new horror film, and I'm excited to watch Death of a Unicorn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'd watch that. I would watch Death of a Unicorn. I thought it looked because Paul Rudd's in that and
Paul
Jenna
Rudd and
Ortega.
Jenna Ortega. I haven't actually watched anything on the trailer yet. I just know that Paul
Oh,
Rudd's in it. I like to go into A24 movies as blind as possible.
okay.
Like sometimes I don't even watch the trailers
I just
unless.
saw a trailer, but I don't remember what it was for. It was an A24 film, but I just remember it showing like houses, but I don't remember.
Oh, and I'm really excited for a movie called Together, which looks gross.
Oh,
It's like a body horror. But like all I remember really from the trailer is like the eyeballs coming together and like they're about to like meld. It's really gross. I can't wait. But yeah.
how
That's,
how do you keep up with these movies?
oh, girl, I'm a horror girl. I love horror. I follow Bloody Disgusting. That's really what helps me keep up.
What's that? What's bloody disgusting?
It's like a really popular like horror media conglomerate. I don't know if that's the right word, but they have like a website and an Instagram and I think a magazine.
Oh, okay. I was like, is this like a thing I'm just not? Because you mentioned these movies, and then I'm like, what are you talking? Like, I'll be like, it sounds interesting. Not like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't believe a word you're saying. But I'm like, I've never heard of this. So I'm like, so I have to like look up. I need a picture. Um. Oh, okay. Well, together looks like there's two people that are together. Mm-hmm.
Like physically.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
I was like, is it a romance?
I think it's actually a like horror romance.
Like, okay, like human centipede deal, like that.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you know,
Kind of like when you take two different colors of Play-Doh and you mix them.
isn't that not human centipede? Is
No,
that not
human
what that?
centipede is sewing someone's mouth around someone else's butthole.
Right, that's not what they're doing. But they're
No.
together.
Yeah, but it's like more abstract than that, I think. I
Oh,
don't know. Again, I'm going in blind.
right, right.
I saw like a teaser trailer and I said, "Yeah, I'm going to watch that. That looks gross." I love gross body horror.
I'm gathering. You wanted me to watch The Substance, and I
I
was like, girl,
still
I'm gonna
want you to
sleep with
watch
it.
The Substance. I think
That won an award, I
The
think.
Substance
No.
should be it should have won more, but it did win awards an award for best. We didn't even Troy was so mad at me. He said he said y'all are both like y'all are both ADHD because y'all will start something and then you'll have an idea and you'll go off on that tangent and you'll never come back around. He said I was listening to the podcast the other day and
I
he
feel
said
attacked.
you guys were talking about movies and then you started getting off and I was like, "No, come back, please." So yeah, he got on me for saying that I would discuss the Oscars and then never discussing the Oscars. First of all, Oscars. Real. Here's my quick takeaway from the Oscars. Anora was my favorite film of the year last year, so I'm glad it won. Demi Moore was not shafted. She still won for best makeup, which she deserved because that makeup was fucking incredible that they put on her at the end. Um,
Hmm.
I do feel bad that she didn't win an Oscar, but also if I was Demi Moore and everyone thought I was going to get an Oscar just because I was of a certain age and like I had put in my dues over someone that actually deserved to get an Oscar, I would feel worse about getting the Oscar than not getting the Oscar. Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yes.
It would feel like a pity Oscar. The last thing I would ever want is a pity award. I would be like, what am I going to do with this? It's just going to
A
make me feel
pitto.
bad.
You
Yeah.
don't want a pitto.
A pity.
A
Nope,
pitio.
I don't want one of those. So that's my quick. Oh, and Amelia Perez winning Best Song is insane. That movie was an awful disgrace and like complete offense to the trans community. So on Amelia Perez.
Oh wait, is that a movie or a song?
Amelia Perez is a movie that came out last year.
Oh, okay.
Do you not know about this movie? I might cut this, but let me tell you about it real quick. Amelia Perez is about a cartel drug lord who is trans, and he
Okay.
goes through an operation to become a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And to do all this, he has to fake his death. His wife thinks that he's dead. His kids thinks that he's dead. Well, she's dead. I'm so sorry. And then she transitions medically into being a woman. But like the music is awful. You need to here. You know what I need to show you?
What? I'm
This.
Googling right now. I always Google the whole thing. What? Okay. So wait, did they only transition for like a drug cartel thing? They didn't actually do it for like themselves? Is that
No,
what?
she is
Oh,
trans.
okay. Okay. Like
Um,
IRL? Or just in the movie?
in the movie.
Oh, okay,
Well,
just
the
in the
actor is a trans woman as well.
Okay, that's what I was. Okay, okay, okay. I've literally never heard of this.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm about to show you the song. This is not the song that won, by the way. The song
Okay.
that won was arguably the best song in the movie.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm just gonna show you.
I hope you love that I do that little mark thing. I think it's funny.
I do think it's
Oh,
funny.
there's a surgery song? Okay, alright.
Very nice to meet you. I'd like to know about sex change operation.
I see. Men to woman, or woman to men,
Man to woman.
from penis to vagina. Are you?
For me,
What would you like to know about it, madam?
I want to know it all. What is the protocol, the techniques and the risks?
Oh, it's
How many
Gamora.
operations? How much time do you need?
Mammoplasty,
Yes,
vaginoplasty,
yes,
rhinoplasty,
yes,
laryngoplasty,
yes,
mammoplasty,
yes,
vaginoplasty,
yes,
rhinoplasty,
yes.
laryngoplasty, control laryngoplasty,
What is that?
Adam's apple reduction.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
Is it a musical?
It is. It's also a musical. Sorry, I forgot to mention that the movie Amelia Perez about the transgender drug cartel is also a musical. My bad.
I just didn't know if they had one song number, and I was like, wait, there's
No,
more.
that's not the song that won.
I that's it was a short song. I really like the part though when from penis to vagina.
That's everybody's favorite.
I think it's great. It really
That's
makes me feel
everybody's
something.
favorite. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's my Oscar talk. Thanks for coming. Do you have any grumps? Are you grumpy about anything this week? Anything make you grumpy?
I haven't really had a lot of grumps today or this week. It's I just woke up. I don't have any grumps today. But I guess the most grump that I can grump is just I've been waking up at like between 5:30 and 5:40 in the morning. And then my cats think that it's time to eat breakfast, and so then they walk all over me. They walk all over me. And then like Kit Kat will like lick my face or pinch my neck or whatever, which I think I actually mentioned this last episode, but it's still happening. And I think I know why now, because Big Snacks has been saying that he's been waking up early, and I'm like, you, you're the reason. They probably hear you rummaging around, and they're like, it's time.
Well, then
So then
whoever
they go.
whoever wakes up needs to feed the cats.
Well, I'm breakfast lady, and then he's dinner boy.
Okay, well maybe you guys need to switch.
I mean, sometimes we do cover each other. It depends what's going on, but
Or best
so-
idea,
what?
get you some of those automatic feeding ones, and you guys don't ever have to think about it.
We did talk about this. I remember we talked about this like 7 episodes ago, but it's all good. I don't mind it. Well, it's more because like I don't know. I guess we're just kind of like we'll just feed
You know-
them when they're hungry. It's good.
You know what, Perp? I'm sorry. You
What?
you should be able to fill your grump. Let me not try to solve your problems. You're smart. You
Yeah,
can solve your own
don't-
problems. You don't need me. You just vent it out. Sometimes folks, your friends just want to tell you what's wrong. They don't want you to fix it. They just want you to say, "Damn, bro, that sucks." And that's all you can do.
Like, it's not okay, it's a very light grump. This isn't like stressing me out. If it was actually a problem, we would actually be fixing it. But the fact
Yeah.
that I'm like, yeah, when I wake up in the middle of the night and then I think it's like time to, eat, and I'm like, no, it's not. You still got like 3 hours left to go, bud. Like, I don't mind. I don't actually mind it. It's just a fact of life, I think. So, that's pretty much it. That's like, I think that's the most grumpy grump I have. Nothing else really. Really, nothing else. Oh, no. Oh, I do have one. I do kind of have a grump that I just remembered.
Yeah, tell me.
So we had our hot water heater looked at on Tuesday, and because our hot water doesn't last as long, or it wasn't lasting as long or whatever, and it's a brand new hot water heater. We got it like 2 to 3 years ago, and it's just been having issues. And so we called someone out, and they were just like, nothing was wrong with it. And given like we do have hot water, it's come a long way. We used to not have hot water. Like it would just go out randomly in like the winter, the time where you actually want hot water. And now like it just goes out, not goes out. It just doesn't last as long. And so basically they were just like, oh well, don't use the washer, don't use like the dishwasher or whatever, while you're doing it. I'm like, one, I don't use hot water in our laundry washer like ever. And then the dishwasher, I mean, I get it, but like, I guess just be more mindful about that. That was their advice. But I felt a little sassy or I felt they were sassy because I guess when they came out, nothing was wrong. And they were like, well, next time, you call us out. We've been out here so many times. We're going to like charge you a service fee. Like if nothing's wrong. And I'm like, well, we called you out with thinking something was wrong. But the fact that you're telling me nothing's wrong. Like, that's not my fault. Like, how was I supposed to know? Man.
I'm not a hot water heater engineer.
Yeah. And
Wow.
again, the guy was just, like, salty. So, whatever. I just, I told Big Snacks I wasn't here. And so I told him to kick him in the knees and punch him where it hurts. And I was like, just be a little aggressive. That's
Be aggressive. Yeah, absolutely.
But, I mean, because usually if a maintenance person comes to my house, I'm very much like, I ask them questions, because like I do my research, but it's just been a thing, and it's not, I think we're just gonna like wait until something else happens with it. It's not like
Fun.
hurting
Yeah,
us,
that's
it's
a
not
good
doing
idea.
anything.
Just gotta take a quicker shower.
Yeah, and like that's fine. I do think he did some Jedi mind tricks on it, because after that happened, I did take a shower, and it felt like it did last longer, so I feel like he did something, but
Maybe
it's
just the mere
me.
presence of the was it an HVAC guy? I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe the
yeah.
mere presence of the HVAC guy like scared the hot water heater into working.
I
It was
mean,
like
maybe.
it was
I
like,
mean,
oh,
no,
I better
so,
get my shit together.
well, like so all these visits are free. Like we haven't, because it's under warranty until
Not
like
anymore.
2028. I know. I was like, I'm purposely being annoying so you guys fix it, and it's a whole thing. But it's really not a big deal. But that's probably like the most like pressing thing. But I think that's just house ownership. That's just
Sure.
home ownership, whatever you want to call it.
That's very adult though, owning a
it's,
home.
it's just part of life. But it's fine. It's just appliances or utility, whatever.
Sick.
But that's it. What about you? What do you got? You got any your little grumpy grumps?
I don't have a lot to be grumpy about right now. But I'm really like, what grinds my gears? When I'm
What?
driving, right? And I gotta make a right turn at the next light or whatever. Someone cuts me off. They're not turning at that light. So now I gotta sit behind them at the red light. I could have been gone. I could have been gone. They cut you off and then they sit at the red light because they're gonna go straight. You wanna go right. So you can take a right on a red. But they had to cut you
Yeah.
off. They had to get in front of you. So then I passively aggressively turn my right turn signal on. So they know they're inconveniencing me. That's it. That's my only grump.
I've never
So
had that happen.
it happened to me twice on the way from work to the gym. And
Twice?
the second time I was like, all right, like I literally like lifted my hand like fine, whatever. And the lady leans over and waves at me. And I was like, oh, this see you next Tuesday.
Wait, she leans like in her rearview mirror, like she's
Yeah,
waving you from her.
Yeah, like got in front of you. Like I was like, okay, bitch, like fine. Do your
I don't
thing.
think I'm trying to think if we do have like right turn only lanes, but then we do have the straight and right turn, but they're not very common, and this might be why.
Oh yeah, I live in like a very like kind of small, quaint area of
Yeah.
Jacksonville. So it's really narrow roads, like mostly like two lane, one going each way, and there's not a whole lot of wiggle room for anything else.
Oh, okay.
And
Interesting.
people also park on the side of the road. So you have people parked on the side of the road, and you have like one lane. Sometimes when you're driving, you have to
Oh,
get over to let somebody come through and then like
yep.
get through
I
because the lanes are so small.
I always do that. I always let people, like, I'm just that person where I'm like, well, I'll get over. I'll be the person that lets the person in. It's fine, whatever. Not all the time. I'm not that, like, but if it's a narrow road, I'm more likely to do it because, big butt cars and whatnot. It's fine.
That's my only grump is like, don't be a see you next Tuesday on the road.
Just, just a
Just don't
bad
do it.
driver. I deal with those probably like almost every day on my way to work because I take the
Yeah.
highway. So you got people going like 45, and I'm like, move over.
It's actually more dangerous to go 45 in a 65 than it is to speed.
Yeah, I mean, I just am like, I'm not going to be aggressive because we're all just in these death machines, that could kill us. And
That's
so
a
I'm
really
like,
good.
it's not worth it.
I will. I'll be aggressive.
Okay, well, you do your Mad Max thing, and I'll just be over here,
I
Thomas
don't
the Train.
I don't Mad Max, but I do feel like people in Jacksonville do this thing where if you're behind them and they're going slower than you want to go, so you go to pass them in the left lane, they'll start speeding up.
Mm, okay,
Like
I've experienced that. Yeah.
that's rude. You were fine going to 10 miles under the speed limit 3 seconds ago. But now that I want to actually drive the speed limit, you want to speed up so I can't get in front of you. No, I'm hitting 90 and I'm going to cut you off at that point. That's your own fault.
You tell
That's
them.
your own fault.
You tell them.
Please don't pull me over, police officers.
No, that's where you just press on the brakes and be like, I'm just going the speed limit. Don't mind
Yeah, yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. I don't. The police. Anyway,
It's okay.
what kind of glimmers do you have? What made you smile
Well,
this week, Per?
what made me smile? I've been like having really good talks with friends and like hanging out with friends, just making time because I realized that, like I had a really good time. Gosh, now I was saying that I fixed my dresser, but yeah,
Yay! You fixed your
yay,
dresser!
yeah. I was gonna get a new one, and then my good old friend, well, our good old friend Crow was like, you could just like probably fix it, and I was like, you're right. And then he told me how I could fix it, and I was like, that doesn't sound hard at all. Why didn't I think of that? So I got some wood glue and I like hit some nails in, and it was great. Now, not new nails, nails that already were in the dresser. I just like hammered them back in or like put them back in, and it went back.
Sure.
Like it really wasn't a big. It wasn't like a huge fix. It really wasn't. But I just like glued everything to like reinforce it, and I didn't have to drill. I didn't have to do anything. So yeah, I did that on Thursday, and that
Great
was a good
job, Per.
time.
Yeah.
Thanks. It
I
was a good
feel like
time.
it's
Mm,
really good, especially in like this day and age where there's so much waste. If you can
yeah.
fix stuff and like repurpose stuff or repair stuff, like repair and DIY is the way to go in this socioeconomic climate.
No, I hear you. So that's kind of how my brain works. Now I know I can't replace a faucet. Well,
Sure
I
you
probably
can.
could now. Well, I probably could now, but if it's really corroded, that's a job for someone else. Because I made us
Just
use
because it's
water
gross?
for. Well, no, because I did try to I did try to replace our faucet at one point, and then I caused us to not have water for like 12 hours. So
I mean,
but it was really corroded. It wasn't my fault. I was following
mm-mm.
the YouTube tutorials, and the YouTube tutorials didn't tell me what to do if it's corroded, and
And
that's
that's
not
really
on
the
me.
YouTube's fault. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not on me. That's not me. You gotta tell me how to get rid of the corrosion. But it's okay. We have a faucet. We have water. We're fine. It was like 2 years ago, so
Great.
I'm over it, I guess.
Yeah.
And I did inspire a Home Depot fan fiction to be written because of the faucet ordeal. So it's a good
I'm
deal.
sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
A Home Depot fan fiction?
Yeah, like I'll fix your faucet. Let me come over.
Did you write it?
No, it was
Oh.
Pixie and Mango, I think. Another person was in there as
Where
well.
is it?
I
Is
don't
it?
know. I just know it exists.
Oh my God. We should read it.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I mean, we have to ask our friend Pixie where it is because she's like in
Whew.
charge of it, and it happened in one of Mango streams. But they were doing this whole fan fiction thing. I think Barry was there too. Yeah, we just had a bunch of our friends just got together and we were writing a Home Depot fan fiction, and I inspired it with our faucet needing to be replaced.
Fun.
Yeah, because I think
Cool.
Mango loves Home Depot, or he used to work at Home Depot. I don't remember.
I love Lowe's. I'm a Lowe's girl.
Oh, Lowe's is pretty good. You know,
Yeah.
Menards is really nice too. You guys got Menards?
No.
You want to hear
But
something really lame?
yeah,
um, because Menards, me and my childhood friends
Menards
that
sounds like you're talking about your balls.
exactly like it was all like Menards, Menards. It was like a fun little joke that me and like a couple of
Oh,
my
is that what
childhood
you were gonna
friends did.
say?
Yeah. I forgot what their thing is. It's like something at Menards. So, you know, if you grew up talking about Menards, we also had some joke about something going down the hole, and we thought that was funny. It was just referencing a toilet, so
I'll
I
put
don't know
my
what was
nards
so
down
funny.
your hole.
Put the Nards down the hole.
Okay.
Family friendly at Menards. I don't know. I don't remember how it went. I don't know. I never said it. I just laughed about it.
Put Menards
But
in your mouth.
Menards. So,
Oh my God, what
yeah.
if Menards start selling hot dogs?
They might. Dude, they have no, they sell like groceries. Like it's a hardware store, but they sell like cuz I've been there before to get like little things here and there, but
I'm
yeah,
starting to just
they
sound like a Walmart perp.
what? No, it's not. Like I think our fridge came from Menards. Or did it come from Lowe's? I don't know, but we had to measure. No, it was totally Menards because we used a frozen pizza to like measure the freezer if we could fit a frozen pizza in the freezer because it's like a vertical one, and then yeah, anyway, we just wanted to check the size of the freezer and make sure we could fit a frozen pizza in it, so we were able to do that at Menards, I think. But I'm pretty
Great.
sure it came from Lowe's, so maybe Lowe's sells groceries. Do you know?
Lowe's does not sell groceries. I promise you that. They sell like little snacks, like candy bars and bags of chips at like the front at the checkout and shit, but not
Oh, that's
like,
it.
yeah, and
Oh,
then
okay.
sometimes they have like a hot dog cart or something. Like that's,
Really?
yeah, it's like usually run by like someone else, but they have them like sometimes they're set
Oh,
up in the parking lot or something, slinging hot dogs or something,
we don't do that
or
here. No
hot
one's be slinging
pretzels.
hot dogs out in parking lots. That's not a thing that happens here.
Jacksonville is a different type of place, you know?
I guess so.
I
Like,
don't go to Lowe's often. I do go there every Black Friday to buy a Christmas tree. That is.
wait, why do you go? Wait, hold on. Every year you buy a different Christmas tree from Lowe's?
Yeah, I don't do fake Christmas trees. I buy real
Oh,
ones. Yeah.
I was like, every year you buy a fake Christmas tree, and I was like,
No.
why?
No, it's like a thing my parents and I do as like a little tradition now. So they'll come for
Mhm.
Thanksgiving and then the next day we'll go to Lowe's in the morning. They have a really good deal. Like it's $60 for like a really like nice tree usually.
Yeah.
Um, we'll get the tree and we'll set it up and we'll decorate it and like that'll be like our like day after Thanksgiving like
Oh,
little thing for the tree. It's fun.
no, that's cute. You know, we still go to like a Christmas tree farm, and we still saw a
Oh,
Christmas tree down, and we still always forget the place only takes cash, and we still go to the same gas station to get cash back, and we still get the same, we still get gas station for every year we forget.
that is so cool. Yeah, so anyway, Lowe's.
Oh yeah, sorry, Lowe's. I went Christmas tree. I went
So
down
your
Christmas tree
so
way.
your
Yeah.
glimmer was that you fixed your dresser. That's where we started. And now we're at Christmas trees at Lowe's. I love us.
Yeah. And then my other glimmer was just like, yeah, so I fixed my dresser and then, you know, Lowe's and stuff, and then that exists. And then just spending time with friends this week and making time to play, like, I really want to play games with people. I really want to, like,
Yeah.
do that. And I guess it's one of those things that, like, I mentally want to do, and I'm like, but I can physically do it. So you know what I'm going to do? Actually ask people to hang out with me. Because I know people want to hang out with me, but then I forget people want to hang out with me.
Perp, you know what this reminds me of?
What?
Recently you told me that you are starting to like instead of just being like, oh, I want to watch that, oh, I want to do that, just actually watching it and actually doing it. And you're actually
Yeah.
doing it, Perp, and I'm so proud of you.
I haven't even made that list, but you're right.
Um, but you are. You don't need the list, obviously. You're already doing
Yeah.
it. You said I want to hang out with friends, so I'm gonna hang out with friends, and then you did the friend thing. So I'm proud of you chasing your goals. Look, you're starting. Because sometimes it'll take you longer to start the list than it would have to just start the task. You
Oh,
know?
that's true. That's true.
That's something that I go through is like, I have to make a list of all the things I have to do. And then that takes me 2 hours, and I could have been through half the list already. Like, so
Oh.
I just like, I've tried to get into this mindset of just start somewhere and you'll figure it out from there.
Yeah, just take a step. That's all I
Yeah.
really, that's like, I think the best advice I can think of is like, it's a step. And that's all
And
you
I
need.
think that's like the hardest part is like just getting started. And then once I'm
Yep.
started on a task, like, I'm probably not going to stop until it's done because now I'm hyper focused.
Yeah, yeah. I got you. I understand the hyper focus, like,
Yeah.
hardcore. Ugh, yeah.
Well,
But,
cool. Proud of you.
yeah, so that was my little glimmers of the week. What were your little glimmers?
Let's see. Um, there's something. I lifted really heavy at the gym, so that was cool. I lifted heavier than ever. I found this playlist of like I don't watch anime, but I found like an anime playlist that's got like
Yes.
anime quotes like mixed in with like this intense music. So like there's one that's like
Ooh.
stand up and show them you're the best. And then it like hits in with like the big like music or like they think
Aw.
you're a monster, show them what you are. Like just like that kind of like intense anime type of. So that's what I've been working out to lately and I've been really enjoying that.
Can you send that to
Um
me?
yeah, yeah. It's a good playlist.
Give me my
Um,
walking playlist. I'll be like, no one get in my way. I'm power
um,
walking.
did I have? Yeah. That was it. I went to like some markets yesterday. Those were really nice.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. I feel like there's a little glimmer in every day, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I should write
I,
those down.
I've just been finding like little glimmers in my everyday life.
No, that's great. As you should. I feel like everyone should do that. Just,
Hmm.
you know, think about your health and your
Like,
fingers.
I think it sounds really cheesy, but like taking time out of your day to be like to intentionally show gratitude for the things you do have, I think that's good for your brain. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was a little woo-woo, a little crazy, but might have been wrong. It
No,
might actually be good for your brain. So,
it is. I think it's good. Like, I do think about, like, I have all my digits. I have, like, I can see and I can hear, and, you know, I don't have to get a hip replacement or something.
hmm
There was someone at my job that had to get, but it's fine. We were talking about hip replacements earlier this
Sure.
week. And, like, she had
Um,
arthritis in her fingers. I'm like, I don't have that. So I'm grateful, it's good.
yeah.
I'm just really grateful, okay? And so I just talk to old people at my job. That's
Oh,
fine. What?
another glimmer of mine is
Yeah.
that I don't want to give too much out. They'll know who they are,
Okay.
because they know that
Okay.
we love them.
Oh my
But
God.
things are just really looking up for them in their situation with their family and
Yeah.
their kids and stuff, and that is a glimmer of mine because she deserves to be happy and content, and her kids deserve it 1,000,000%. So that's a little glimmer of mine too.
No, I hear you. I backpack down that glimmer with you because
Yeah.
I agree. I got you. It's nice to know that things are looking up for someone rather than looking, like whatever the opposite is of looking up. Looking down?
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
Yeah. I just, like you said, deserve happiness, deserve like comfort and safety.
Listener glimmers. We have some listener glimmers this week, you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for sending in your listener glimmers. We have a couple different ways you can do that, but it's always accessible through the DMs on our Instagram at Tell Us Something Good Pod. Occasionally, we do drop a anonymous link in our stories that you can send stuff to if you're feeling a little shy. That's okay. We'll still read your glimmer and celebrate you. You can still hear it on the pod. So, our first listener glimmer is from Pixie, she, her, and she's
Boop, boop,
very
boop.
excited, and I'm very excited because she's getting a new puppy in April. Um, and I
Yes.
cannot wait to see one, how fucking cute it is, and two, whatever cute fucking name she comes up with for it, because all her dogs are named something cute.
Yeah. So I have seen a picture of the puppy. And we were trying to help give her, me and our friend Pizza, we were trying to give her ideas of what to name it. And I think, I forgot what name I gave her like a list of names, but I don't know which one she's going to pick.
What were some of the
But,
names that you came up with?
oh gosh, like Maruchan, like that.
Oh, yeah, like the ramen.
Yeah, that actually might be the name she might pick, actually. I
Maruchan.
don't know.
Cute. Because you
Or
can
like
call it like,
Ollie or Oliver or something.
oh, I really think she needs to stick with food names. Um,
She could.
I would one day love to get two cats at the same time, like kittens, and name them Beans and Toast.
Oh,
It's like,
beans and
or
toast.
like two black cats and name them like Havoc and Mayhem. Those are
Oh.
like my two favorite like dual names. I'm really excited for Pixie's puppy. I'm a little jealous you got to see a picture. I clearly am not loved like you are, and I get it. I get it.
It's triple P, man. We got the PPPs. It's purple pizza and pixie. We got triple
Oh yeah.
P.
You guys
That's
are P
all.
cubed. You guys are P cubed. P
I guess
cubed
so.
and P cute.
I guess so. I was like P cubed. I'm like, isn't that four?
I thought cubed was with the little three on there.
Is it? I don't know. I haven't done that in like 10 years. Actually, that's a lie. I think longer. Probably 25. I don't know. Not 25. I'm not
Yeah.
mathing right now.
Cubed refers to raising a number to the power of three.
Ow.
I Googled it.
Ow. It sent me back to high school just then. Ow, my brain. Ew. Well, yes, I'm also excited for you, Pixie. I hope this puppy is just, oh my gosh. I'll have to ask her what day in April so
Is
that
it
I can
also a
just.
Pomeranian?
No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
we're introducing a
Yeah.
new breed to
I
the what do they call it? The pack?
I think so. I mean, I might be wrong. I saw it as a puppy, so like I don't know what Pomeranian puppies look like. It's possible,
If I saw the puppy, I could
but
tell you exactly what breed it is. I don't want to brag, but my special interest as a child was Westminster dog shows. So I can pretty much look at any dog in the wild and be like, oh, that dog is a blank breed.
Oh my
And
goodness.
I know like obscure ones too.
Oh, look at you
I know when I see a Rhodesian Ridgeback on the road, okay? I know.
on the road.
I
Why is
know.
it on the road?
Well, you know, they're taking a walk.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Oh, goodness gracious. But
I,
yes.
I know my Staffordshire Terriers from an American Pit Bull standard, okay? I know the difference. I'm proud of that.
Well, you will be my resource for sure because I don't know nothing about no doggy breeds besides Dalmatians and Labradors and Huskies. That's it. That's what I got.
Hey, we all have different interests.
Yeah, that's true. And yours happen to be dog breeds. But
Okay,
that's
moving
good.
on.
Moving on. So our next glimmer, just read it here. Let's see. The name's Riku, she, her. My glimmer this week is getting to spend time with my kids, half brother and his mom at the park. She was so sweet and got them each a little Easter basket. It was so
Cute.
nice getting to talk about things and having the siblings all get to know each other. We'll be planning more time together soon.
Yay! I really loved that. I love
Yay!
that for Riku. I'm glad that she's, you know, connecting and creating these bonds. That's really, really important, especially for all the stuff, all the stuff that's going on. So, congratulations, Riku. We're very, very happy for you. We hope you are having just a wonderful time making new friends, and I'm glad the kids are making new friends too. Well, not just friends, making new
Yeah.
family. Like
Yeah,
that's
meeting new
really,
family members.
that's so cool. That's so cool.
I feel like it's really important, just like creating that connection and like, mending a relationship or even just like not even mending, but creating a relationship that, you know, if both sides didn't want to like connect, might never happen. And, it's one of those things where, like how you choose your own adventure books. It's like that.
Yeah, it's
You
nice
never,
because it's a little silver lining on like
yes.
this whole situation is like, well, at least y'all can meet and get close and become family that way. It's very cute. Um,
I agree.
so
I agree.
congratulations, Riku. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
sharing your glimmer with
congrats.
us.
Yes, thank
Um,
you so much.
our next glimmer came from our anonymous link. So this one says, my glimmer is knowing that no matter what, my sleep paralysis demon will be with me through the upcoming apocalypse. From Anonymous Crow. And you know what? That is not so much a glimmer. Thinking about how scary paralysis demons sound. I've never experienced one, but I did have a roommate that had experienced it. And she was not in our
What?
home, not in our home. Um,
Oh, okay.
but she made it sound really, really terrifying. So I'm glad that you find comfort in it because it sounds really scary to me. So thank you for sharing your glimmer, Anonymous Crow. Remember,
Thank you.
if you want to share your glimmers, you can, and you're encouraged to, and we want you to. You can, once again, go to get, if you're driving, I need you to take your eyes off the road. I need you to take your hands off the wheel. I need you to pick up
Wait,
your phone. I need you to
Tiffany.
go to, no, stop, don't interrupt me. I need you to go to Instagram, the Instagram app on your phone device, and I need you to search up Tell Us Something Good Pod on there, and I need you to DM us what made you happy today or this week. Glimmers, big or small, we celebrate them all, you know? So just do all that. You could, if you want, wait until you're pulled over at a safe place. I personally suggest taking your eyes off the road, taking your hands off the wheel, and doing it right now. If you're
Let's
not
put your
driving,
seatbelt on.
well, I would hope the seatbelt is on before they started the car. I mean, let's be
Some
safe
people
here.
don't believe in them. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, well, that's just not safe. Do you
Well, I
have a
think it's
story
more
to
of a
tell
thing
me?
when
Do you
they're
want
not
to tell me your
driving. Oh, yeah, I can tell you my
Oh,
story
well,
first.
I
What?
just think they should do it while they're driving, but again, we do have creative differences.
Me
Um,
too. I just came up with a reaction like you're giving them terrible advice. I was like, what are you doing?
listen, they don't have to listen to me.
That's true. They can think for themselves. Everybody think for yourselves.
Yeah.
But just take a little, just a little bit, you know?
Okay, well, I think you should take your eyes off the road and hands off the wheel, and Pixie, or sorry, and Purple thinks that you should. Sorry, we were talking about the three P's, and now I've got you all on my mind.
Pee, pee, pee,
Um,
pee, 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 pee.
Purple, why did I do it again? Purple thinks you should be safe and wait till you're at a full stop, not just a red light, a full stop. All right. Hey,
I'm more okay. Hello. Yeah, I got an article. I got a story.
Yeah,
So
tell me
mine,
about it.
I had to. It's actually very interesting and very cute, and I realized I wrote down a lot of stuff.
Yay.
So, but I don't want to like read it to people, you know.
Sure.
So I think I'm just gonna take little snippets here and there, and just because I just was like, I was just a writing machine. But
I
so
also
there's
wrote
this.
Like rewrote
Oh
the
girl, I
article
got like
in
a
my own words.
I got like 4 or 5, 7 paragraphs. It's fine.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm overachiever over here.
Okay.
So, there's this little, I don't know if you call it like a charity organization. I don't really know the difference or if they mean the same thing. But it's called Living Paintings, and I want to say this is also like a Europe-based company. I don't believe they're actually in the United States. Just a heads up.
Okay.
But they've been around for over 30 years, and they've been helping blind and visually impaired people enjoy art through touch and sound by adapting a dimensional book for readers. So, it shows, the article starts with talking about this 88-year-old man named Len Webb, who used to be a set designer. And he's been volunteering for this organization for over 20 years. He's a sweet old man, little Len Webb, little Lenny. And basically what they do is they make these books for, like I said, blind and visual impaired people, or I think it's more directed toward children. So what they do is they have to go in, and it takes about 6 months just for one book to be made, but they have over 120 volunteers.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is people, so what Len does is they find the book. So there is a mom actually, hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Back it up. So Len, he carves out of wood. He carves, like, people, they have, like, the pages, the illustrations, and then there's, like, I think people, like, carve lines around them, they outline them out, and then he
Sure.
carves around them, and then after he carves them, like, the wooden shapes and whatnot, of the illustrations of these books, it then gets put into a thermopress, and so plastic goes over it, and they can make, like, so many copies,
Sure.
and then what happens is it goes to a volunteer team which then paints them, and they
Oh
just
my
use
God,
all
they're
different kinds
hand
of colors.
painted?
Yeah, and they're like, I don't know, I had like a number of like how many volunteers they have. It's a lot. I think it is over 120 or around 120.
Wow.
Yeah. And everyone like plays a different part in it. And then you're probably wondering like why they paint them in the first place because but what was it? They were saying that let's see, just because someone's like blind or visually impaired, they have some kind of depth of like perception. So, oh yeah, have some level of sight, but also the books are meant to be shared.
Mm-hmm.
So they were giving an example of like this one little boy, and he brought like his book to school, and I think it was like, I don't think it had color on it, and he felt kind of isolated. But then when he brought this really colorful book to school, all these kids were like, "Yo, what is that? It's so pretty and colorful."
Cool. That's so
So
smart.
it was very neat.
That's really thoughtful.
Yeah,
Like,
no, and yeah,
to think about not just the kids' experience with the book and using it, but
yeah.
also their experience using it around other kids that are differently abled than them, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And I
Um,
feel like that's like supposed to create connection and
it
whatnot.
like removes that sense of otherness that those kids probably feel a lot. That's really
Yeah,
special. That's
it
really
is.
special and cool.
I noticed like throughout the whole article, it was saying like blind and visually impaired. Like it wasn't just saying blind. It was like
Sure.
no,
So,
like it's separate.
yeah, because you can have like partial vision.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was very interesting. So there was and they also have like a little library, and the library is like free to anybody who wants to join. And then it just takes, but like I said, it takes like 6 months just to make one book. And I forget how many copies they make. I think it's about like, I want to say it's like 30 or so. Oh, 35 copies of each book are put into the Living Paintings Library, which is free to join. Um, yeah, they have over around of 100. Now I'm just fact checking myself. But they have, so each of consisting of their 120 volunteers, it's like from carvers. So it's not just Len. Len's not the only one carving here. They just gave him a little spotlight because he's cool and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they have carvers, they have painters, they have braille proofreaders and script writers who write audio guides, as well as blind and visually impaired people who check the books that are ready for the public. So that was really cool. And then there was a mom actually. So there was a book, I've never heard of it, called
Mm-hmm.
Under the Love Umbrella,
Okay.
and it's by Davina Bell, who's like the original illustrator of the book.
Sure.
But it was fundraised by a woman named Lucy Mellon Jameson, who had a 5-year-old who died from neuroblastoma diagnosis, which can actually cause blindness.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So her son was named Judson, and Jude. I just named this child. Jude didn't experience the blindness, but Lucy still wanted to adapt his favorite book into a version that blind and visually impaired children can enjoy through touch and sound, which I thought
Wow.
was very endearing.
Yeah.
But let's see, what Len does when it comes to carving, he uses a fine sandpaper to smooth down the surface of his carvings, and the main challenge is carving tactile images that our visually impaired library members will find easy to follow. Which I think is where, you know, you do have people that are blind and visually impaired can help you with when you go back and forth, which is probably why it takes such a long time to
Sure.
do it. So it was really cool. I just really liked the story, and I thought it was just very endearing.
That is
And,
really
like,
cool.
Yeah, I thought so. Like, I guess, you know, it's one of those things because I don't really know anybody that's, like, off the top of my head that I can think of that are blind or visually impaired, and I think just having that inclusion of, hey, we have these books, and they're free, and I'm like, who just comes up with this idea? Who just thinks, you know what we need in the world?
Books
really
for the
good.
blind and visually impaired.
Yeah, and I think it just gets forgotten about, you know?
Yeah.
Like the blind, like anyone really that's disabled at all. So, there was another little thing real quick about, so from the CEO, Camilla Oldland. She said, reading a book to your kid is one of the most special things in life, and it's heartbreaking to imagine missing out on that. Books should be for everyone.
That's
So
awesome.
just a fun little thing about the inclusion, you know, for anyone that's blind, visually impaired, and disabled in any way. Just like I feel like just making sure people don't get forgotten about, and even if it's like a small something that's small, making such a huge impact, like
That
being read to.
that is,
So
yeah, that's actually, or being able to just read and be able
yeah,
to like experience a picture book even though you don't have like sight or your sight is impaired, is that's really special. That really gives people an experience that they wouldn't have had ever otherwise.
yeah, and I think it just makes people be like, okay, like not that you have to be like everyone else, but it definitely makes you feel connected in some way.
Yeah, I agree.
So I just thought, you know, what a really good feel good story. I just thought it was a really good idea.
I do
So,
feel good after that.
oh
Um,
yay! So yeah,
that
of course.
story, before I start on my real story, you
Yeah.
reminded me of this group that I just learned about here in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
We have these little things that I always see all over the place called little libraries, where
Oh
people will
yeah.
put up these little boxes and put books in it for people to get. Um,
Yeah.
so there's this group here called Rebel Readers, um, and they just started their Instagram in March, like 2 years ago. Oh, on
Mm-hmm.
this day in history. I don't know if it was March, but this month in history,
Oh.
2 years ago, I guess they started it. So we'll start there.
Cool.
Um, they believe, this is from their website. It says, we believe free access to literature is a right and that the decision as to which books are welcome in their homes is up to families, not policymakers. Rebel Readers Literary Club exists as an effort to provide multicultural and challenged or banned books to the community for free via little free libraries. So far, we have placed thousands of books throughout little libraries in Duval. So I just wanted to mention them. They're also like getting books out there to people who might not have access to them or something. Um, just a cool thing that we do here in Jax. I didn't know if it happens a lot of places. I think it should. You know,
So do they like build the little libraries or they just provide the books?
both. I think they put them
Oh,
up and then they provide the books for them too.
okay. Because we
Yeah.
do have one. We have one by us. It was one of my friends like built it, and because we
Cool.
have yeah, because they thought like there was like kind of like a school-ish nearby us ish.
Yeah.
And then they actually moved, and then the new people that got the house, like I thought maybe they were gonna get rid of it, but they did not. So it's just a cute idea. I've seen them before, and I'm always interested like what kind of books are in these
Right.
little libraries.
Every
So I've been
anything.
seeing more.
You should just go in, you should get a book. You should take a book that you don't need anymore from home, bring it to a little library and then take a book from it and then read it.
That's true. But you know, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the little libraries I've seen, they don't really have a lot of good books.
Oh, well, maybe we need to. You know, my library does this thing where they
Hmm.
have a book sale and they
Mm-hmm.
give you like a big, like, grocery bag basically, and it's like
Yeah.
$15 for you to fill the bag with books.
Oh, okay. So our library, at least like the big library by us, they do like book sales. So like they'll be like, oh, 25 cents. And so one of my friends and I will go because she has like 4 or 5 kids now, and we'll just go and buy. I think we talked about it on a previous episode, where they had Amelia's notebook, and I was like, I'm gonna buy
And
that.
we
So I
got
bought
all
all the Amelias.
We are
Yep.
not getting sidetracked by Amelia's Notebook again, but yes, I
Yep.
absolutely
Yep.
remember talking about it. Anyway, okay, so anyway,
I just
books are
bought
really
some childhood
important.
books. Yeah,
Don't let
books
the
are
government
great.
ban books. Keep reading. Um,
Yeah, get a pizza. Oh, sorry.
yeah.
You get buy your own pizza. You don't have to read. I'm thinking of March reading month.
Oh,
Where you get a
oh,
pizza
because you
if
get
you
a
read.
pizza for reading. Well,
Yeah,
all right. Well, this is
it's
like
an
the
incentive.
this is coming out at the end of March though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Well, maybe read for April then. Don't let me tell you
yeah,
what to do.
you can still eat a pizza and read even if it's not
Yeah,
free.
yeah, it'll
You'll
be
be
fine.
okay. Okay. I also have a really uplifting and inspiring story.
I'm ready.
So here we are in the last week of March. So this is also a little topical because of March Madness, which, while not being someone who knows things about sports, I do know that March Madness is basketball related. So let's start there. Um, okay, so it's the last week of March Madness. One shot sailed over the court and into the history book. Nothing but net. This is a story of persistence and resilience. Bailey Cinnamon Daniels was born with a condition that resulted in her right arm not fully developing. However, despite this, Bailey played basketball all through her high school career until, in a devastating decision, she was cut from the team in her senior year of high school by the coach. What
Why?
the fuck? So
Why?
Bailey was crushed, right? I did not get a reason, but I will tell you that she only has like one fully developed arm.
Okay.
You can see pictures of her on the Good News Network. She's there.
Okay.
Um, so she played all through her high school career until she was cut from the team and she was crushed. Basketball was like her identity. She said that when she was on the court, she experienced a sense of normalcy and belonging that she didn't really get to experience in real life. And now there she was without that for her senior year. But she didn't let that take her down. She said she did a interview in an interview with AP, she said, I thought to myself, I could do this in college. What's stopping me from doing this in college? So Bailey said that she started emailing hundreds of coaches, and it didn't matter what division it was. She was just trying to get a possible maybe or even a yes. And that's when she landed at Warren Wilson College in North Carolina. She then transferred to a different school called Leslie University after 2 years, where Coach Rather thought that her attributes would really suit the team. So now Bailey leads that team in individual practice sessions. She's mastering her skills despite the obstacles, and the team is having its best season in 14 years. They made
Hell
playoffs.
yeah.
Yeah, they made playoffs. And they upset the VTSU Leiden, which was a number 2 seed school that had beaten them twice in the regular season.
Ooh.
The coach said, I think any team in the country would benefit from having a player with Bailey's heart on their team. It says, as her story spreads, Bailey is quickly becoming the latest example of an athlete overcoming an incredible adversity. This says, so here she is playing guard for the Cambridge, Massachusetts team against the Fitchburg State this season when she rose up and took aim at history. Her shot flew through the air, sailed straight through the net, and making her the first female basketball player with only one arm to score in a Division III game. And then her coach quickly called a timeout. The coach said, when the shot went in, I thought, hey, we have to preserve this moment for as long as we possibly can. So Coach Martin called a timeout. He said this allowed the team to come out and embrace her, which they did on the court, and gave us a second to reflect on the tremendous hard work and dedication it took to get to that point. The entire team was filled with joy, Bailey said, mainly just because they've seen me overcome so many things throughout the season. And for it to finally pay off in that moment, in that game, it was a really big deal for everybody across the board. And they were all screaming. Everybody came to hug me. I'm sorry, I'm getting like
I'm
emotional.
screaming. I'm screaming. Oh
It
my
says,
gosh.
the joy arrived immediately and the lessons will echo for months. With more and more news outlets sharing her story, she added another chapter when she scored again on her birthday in a game 7 weeks later.
Happy birthday!
I know.
Oh.
Bailey said she found inspiration in a men's basketball player that had surmounted in the same challenge. Hansel Emmanuel lost an arm in a childhood accident in the Dominican Republic, but he beat the odds to earn a basketball scholarship at Austin Peay. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's Austin, Peay, says he's averaging more than 2 points and 2 rebounds per game and has played more than 340 minutes this season as a junior for the Governors, a Division One team. She said if it wasn't for him, I probably would have never thought that this was even close to possible. So now there are shining examples in both men's and women's college basketball of athletes soaring far beyond their physical limitations. And that is the story of how Bailey overcame all the odds and became the first women's basketball player to score in a Division III game. And then she did it again, bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that story. As soon as I saw it, I said, I want to talk about Bailey. She also slays. Like, she slays. She's slaying in the pictures.
No, I agree. You see this hair?
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
It's
and
giving.
the lashes.
It's giving.
And the septum piercings.
I know. Yeah, she's very cool. She's cool as fuck.
Yeah, you go, Bailey. You go.
So that's the story of Bailey, Cinnamon Daniel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was really stoked to find this. So, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Go her. You know, I'm pissed at the coach, but at the not her coach, not
Her high
current
school
but
coach,
freshman
yeah.
coach,
And that
who
was your fault, coach.
sucks. Yeah, like
Yeah.
what the fuck. But yay for a new coach who actually gives a shit.
Fuck
Sorry.
yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
We're positive.
We're positive. But fuck that coach.
Fuck that coach though. Who does that?
That's crazy.
Okay.
That seems intentional. It seems like bullying. It doesn't
Well,
give me a reason, but it seems like bullying.
Yeah. Well, it's not like it doesn't sound like she's bad, so that's why I'm like, okay, it's not about winning, right? Is it like what is it? What is it?
What is it,
What
coach?
is it? What's the problem?
Put me in, coach. Okay. But yeah, that's the story.
No, I really like that story. Thank you
Thanks.
for sharing. I didn't even see it.
It showed up like last night.
Oh, well, that would be why. You're
Yeah.
really good at that. You're really good at finding the good news stuff, like before we share the good news stuff.
I think the secret is to get on Saturday night.
I think so.
Unfortunately,
Midnight,
because
maybe?
I like to be. I do check every day, and if I see something that really catches me, I'll grab it early.
You check every day?
I mean, it takes 2 seconds to just open up the website and scroll through it. So
I don't know. I think I've been going outside the website. I've been like going somewhere else. But then if I go somewhere else, I don't know if it's like credible,
well, then that's when you just look it up somewhere else too.
Yeah.
So like
that's true.
whenever I find something on goodnewsnetwork.org, I always
Yeah.
look it up in other places too, just to get extra information. And
Oh no, I've been doing that because I have my little Tiffany in my head, and it says, "Hey, look at other places," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay," and then I do, and then I find myself in these other places where I'm like, "This is not real." Not the thing I found, but the website I find is not real. I'm like, "This is stupid." But that's it.
And
That's it.
let's see, we have 2 things in good news history from today, March 28th, the day this pod is releasing. Look, you guys, we're evolving and we're learning that you guys probably want to know what's going on today, the day the pod releases. So, March 28th, 1866, the first ambulance went into service. That's right.
Ayo.
Now you can-
Wee woo.
Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo.
I purposely looked away from the mic so I wasn't like
Perfect.
deafening people.
And in 2017, the world's largest dinosaur footprint was found in Kimberley, Western Australia, coming in at
How big was it?
Oh, thank you so much for asking. 1.7. Oh, thank you so much for asking. 1.7 meters. 1.7 meters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your good news for today, and that's your podcast, kids.
Wait, how many meters was it?
1.7 meters. Oh, we're looking it up in feet. We might as well, because I'm an American. I don't know what that means.
141.6 repeating 0.6.
Oh, 5 feet. 5.56.
What? How is that in feet?
1.7
Oh,
meters
5'7".
is 5.57 feet.
Whatever.
It's
I went in
it's longer than I am tall.
It's like 1 inch. No, it's an inch and a half shorter than me.
I always forget you are so tall.
I would try it.
I forget.
It's
You
okay.
just don't give off tall girl energy.
Oh, pants are very. Why do you think I don't like wearing pants?
Because you're tall.
You know?
Oh, this makes a lot of sense.
But I don't wear tall pants. Or are they called long? I don't remember. The tall version of girl pants. I don't wear
High-waisted?
those because they're too long. No, no, no. They're literally just called tall, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I know
But
what
I
you
know what you're
mean.
talking about.
Because there's like tall,
Yeah.
petite, and then
Yep.
normal,
I'm not
I
in-
guess.
I'm-
You know, the
Yeah.
3 types of girls. Petite, normal, and tall.
Don't forget Mrs.
Oh, and Mrs. Sorry.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to the pod today.
Thank you.
I think
Thank
we
you.
did a really good job of staying on track.
I think Troy inspired it. Thank you, Troy.
Thank you, Troy. You did- thank
I was like,
you.
I can't disappoint Troy. Can't do it. Nope. He's a good egg. I don't wanna disappoint the good egg.
Well, if they want to hang out with you
Yeah.
in between the pods, they get to listen to every week via Spotify or Apple Music.
Yeah.
Where can they do that?
Where can you guys find me? It'll be Purple Mohawk 27 on Twitch, usually streaming on Saturday and Sunday. I don't have a schedule. I just pick when I go and do things. Just keep an eye on Instagram, which is also
Put the
Purple Mohawk
notifications on.
27.
Put the
Yeah,
notifications
turn the
on for
notifications
Perp.
on. Follow me. Do the things. YouTube. I actually am just now. I have a vlog put together. I just have to edit it. So I drop vlogs on YouTube
Hell yeah.
under the same name, and then Threads and Blue Sky, which is where I post little thoughts, and then I show a lot of clips there too. So if you're interested in doing any of those things with me, I'll be there. And then
I'll be
Tiffany,
there.
yeah, I'll be. Tiffany, where will you be? Where can Sarah McLachlan find you?
Well, I think Sarah McLachlan can find me in the arms of the angel, far away from here. I don't actually know the lyrics. I just know like the general tune of it. Sorry.
I'm dying. I'm dying. I wasn't even thinking of her. She just came up.
I'm glad she did. I love that song. Reminds me of, well, I don't. It reminds me of Sad, Sick Puppies. Do they still play those Sad, Sick Puppy commercials? You know what? I don't want to know. You guys can find me on Instagram, Threads, Twitch, and YouTube at Scared Tiff. Okay? Cool. We'll do stuff there.
What about the pod? Where's the podcast?
Oh, wow.
Where are the socials for the podcast?
That's a really good question.
I'll tell you from down here. I'm slouched. I can't. All right, podcast socials. Tell us something good, pod. Find us on Instagram, Threads, YouTube. And then Blue Sky, we got TUSG Pod. Find us there, follow us, all the things. I hope you can still hear me.
We can. Yeah, you're looking great.
Yeah!
Yeah. Thank you guys so
This
much.
is what I look like if I'm short.
Don't forget, April Fool's Day is coming up. Don't believe
yeah.
everything you read on the internet
Don't.
or that you
Get
hear.
a tattoo.
Don't
Get a tattoo.
Don't get a tattoo.
Oh, don't get a tattoo. Stay away from
Well,
tattoo parlars.
No,
Maybe there's a deal. April 1st, $1.
They have. Do you want to get an April Fool's Day tattoo? No. I don't
I
want
mean, I don't.
Imagine
but
it's a
maybe
prank tattoo.
Maybe it's a bucket list for someone, a bucket list item. They're like, one day I want to get a April 1st Fool's Day tattoo.
All right, cool.
I'm just gonna stay off the internet that day. I'm not gonna listen to nobody.
You need
Everyone's
to.
gonna
You're a
get
little.
me.
You're a little gullible.
I am.
Yeah.
I just mean well.
That's why they wrote it on your ceiling. Gullible.
What?
They
Stop
wrote-
it. Stop it. I'm crying. I'm still crying from Sarah McLachlan.
All right, can you guys-
That's fitting though.
Can you guys leave? I have to make pancakes and eat. So, can you
Ooh,
guys
what kind of
go?
pancakes?
Just regular pancakes.
Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna eat an apple.
Oh, cool. All right, bye guys.
All right.
Thanks for
Thank
listening to the
you.
pod. Go
Love
out.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Woo! Mustache party.
Oh no, then he's.
Well, I guess it's kind of like lip waxing, right? But I guess
Well,
that's,
I do have a little mustache, so.
well,
Well,
not
I
anymore.
did.
You don't. You
Yeah.
ripped it off. I
Put
don't
my
know why it's
nards
so
down
funny.
your hole.
Put the nards down the hole.
Okay.
Family friendly at Menards. I don't know.